Thanks for joining us here on Talk Pittsburgh. What a difference a day makes.
I know. Well, first of all, I was trying to think of what is today. So we're trucking along right here, but it was a mess
Yesterday. I know.
So much snow.
Even when it got dark, and you know it's getting dark at like 6 o'clock, it feels like midnight. The kids were like, "Can we go sledding?" I'm like, "Absolutely not.
No.
I'm not. The day is done. We are done with this. We'll deal with that later."
Yeah. So I'm thinking like at this point, I'm assuming that all of your house guests have left, all the people that were over for the holidays, the kids have gone back to school. So it kind of feels like maybe you have maybe a moment to yourself.
Maybe today. Maybe you're like in those last few moments before the kids get off the bus, and we got you covered today. We do have a Wellness Wednesday, and I think so many of us are thinking about the holidays and, you know, those holiday gatherings. We know a lot of them can come fueled with alcohol. We're going to talk about how alcohol can actually be tied to brain health, what it can do for us in a bad way, and how having a sober holiday can actually be really beneficial. So we're going to talk with Dr. Natalie Gentili about this.
Oh, well, the part I'm really excited about, she's making a doctor-approved mocktail, and from what I understand, it has lavender in it, and this is so popular. It's so on trend. I've tried it before. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so I'm excited about that one. Well, you know, snow's on the ground. It's cold.
Right.
And it got us thinking about all of the winter weather to come, of which, you know, I don't mind it so much. So our question of the week is, we're asking, how do you fight the winter blues? And I think this is so appropriate. We live here in Pittsburgh. It's always blue and gray outside. So head over to our social media pages and answer that question, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow. But something to lift our spirits a little bit. Some PRT buses and some of the rail cars, if you haven't noticed this yet, they are decked out for the holidays. We recently found out about this. Our producer, Brittany, this is her bus, and she sent this to us, and it is so cute. We had no idea that this was happening, but apparently it's been going on for a very long time. And it's just something we recently found out of it. But Heather, she has moved over to the desk to learn more about this. She is with the CEO of PRT. So tell us more, Heather.
Oh, yeah, we are going straight to the answers here. Yes. We're getting them right from Catherine Kellerman, who joins us right now from Pittsburgh Regional Transit. So happy to have you here.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Love your sweater.
Festive.
Feeling very festive.
Thank you.
So this was kind of a surprise. We didn't know that this was happening. And it's a lot of fun. I think it's bringing a lot of joy to commuters. Tell us what this is.
So Mikey had mentioned this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
So out of our East Liberty garage, Bill has been doing this for 15 years.
Wow.
So his bus has an old-timey Christmas theme. And as soon as this year finishes, he's already planning for next year. We have Amanda and Chuck over at West Mifflin, so 2 buses there. Sasha up at Ross, and then Amy and Billy Joe, who I might bump into at the Collier party today. They decorate these buses. They do it in their own time. Our maintenance crews participate because they'll disassemble. You get the seats wrapped up. Amanda and Chuck have been with McKeesport Parades, and I know that we work with Collier Township Police, so we participate with Stuff a Bus. They're so great. Our rail crews are out there too.
Wonderful.
It's a really bright spot.
I have to ask, is this like a contest, or is it like a self-contest among some of the employees where they're like, my bus is better than your bus this year?
Absolutely. It's total bragging rights. And so it is not uncommon to be like, wow, we saw so-and-so's bus and that was so great. And then you get a phone call, someone's like, KK, you know, you haven't been out to this garage yet.
You got to check this one out.
Come on out, and it's really great. It's hundreds of hours of work, I got to tell you.
Are there any new themes this year? This has been going on for so long.
People will rotate through, so you will find a Grinch bus, you might see a Peanuts bus. Rudolph is also really popular. You will see some buses where the decorations extend to outside, so we work with the lights, and then the trains too. We're able to change the lighting on the inside to be really festive, and it's a whole bunch of work and a whole bunch of teamwork. It's so, I don't want to say exciting, but it's so cheerful to see.
Well, I was going to say, I think for so many of us, especially when we're dealing with the stress of the holidays and you're adding work stress as we're wrapping up the end of the year, truly, it brought so much joy to our producer. She was like, you guys got to check out my bus. Look how cool this is.
Absolutely, and they're out and about on different routes within the system, so I know one neighborhood gets all of the fun, but it is a really nice thing to see, and of course folks will tag it on social media. But again, this completely comes from our operators and our maintenance crews, our good folks with Local 85 and 85A who work to make sure that these buses are out there and look fabulous.
Well, please, from all of us here at Talk, pass along to the operators thanks for bringing some of the joy back to commuting.
It is great that they're appreciated, and they are fabulous folks.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Catherine. Thanks for joining us. All right, Mikey, I'm coming back over to you because we got more to chat about.
Oh, come back over. All right, so this is so much fun. Let's stay in the decorating theme a little bit, especially when it comes to your mood. Turns out, psychologists say, the earlier that you put up your Christmas lights, the happier you will be because you are tapping into the joy of the holiday early. So it's going to spike your dopamine, and we all know that that's your feel-good hormone. Also, the bright lights and the colors, it goes into a little bit of color therapy, which can increase your energy and happiness. Now, there's two sides to this. They say if you have happy memories of the holidays, then this is spectacular, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't have happy memories of the holidays, or maybe unfortunately you're going through some grief right now, this can be triggering, especially if you're seeing lights, let's just say in September or October, right? Yeah, it can be a bit much. So I do think that this is interesting because it found that people interpret a decorated house as, hey, the people who live there are warm and they're friendly, and I want to get to know them.
It's interesting because I do think that it depends on the person you talk to. Because if you talk with someone who has so much on their to-do list and they see someone decorated early, they think, oh my gosh, I'm not ready yet. Now I'm in a spiral. Now I'm panicking.
Yeah.
When do I have time to do this? I don't. Or is this how early we're decorating now? But I do think to each their own.
Yeah.
And if you want to put your lights up early, do it. Bring some joy.
You know what? I live in a neighborhood now where it's just the street that I live on, my neighbors, they go all out. And so I kind of almost felt forced to get an inflatable for Halloween. And we did, and it was amazing.
See?
Because you have to kind of, in this sense, I was keeping up with the Joneses.
Right.
Having a 2-year-old, I mean, he loved it. And I was getting a little, because he was going past the other houses and like pointing at their inflatables. I'm like, we have to get one.
And that's kind of how traditions start, Mikey.
I know,
there it is.
I love
you
it.
see the joy in a 2-year-old, and now you want to
love
keep it
yeah.
going. All right, speaking of traditions, this is something that I wanted to do this year. As we were making some of our recipes for Thanksgiving, I asked my aunt how to make her stuffing. And she said, well, this comes from your grandma, so let me send you over the recipe.
Perfect.
And I want to show you what I received because I called my aunt promptly. We had a good chuckle about it. I said, Aunt Terry, you sent me a list of ingredients. Then what? What am I doing now? So I got all the bread chopped up. I chopped up my onions and my celery. I kind of thought, like, I think I know what's happening here. I'm not stuffing this in the bird, so I know that this needs a little bit more moisture, but like, Graham.
There's no instructions.
Is this just like a wish and a prayer? Is that how we're getting this accomplished? So I got a lot of comments about this. I was actually surprised how many people reached out saying, oh yeah, I have like 15 of these. Grandma left us no instructions. She said, use your heart, measure with your heart. And one of the other people that commented was our dear friend, Chef Janet Lochran.
Love this. Of course she did.
And so we wanted to bring in Chef Janet because you actually, unbeknownst to me, had just shared your own recipe card. Almost identical.
It was stuffing as well.
It was also stuffing.
What is the likelihood?
My grandma. Yes, I know. Well, like they said, I actually got more ingredient in amounts than I did. About half of them were there. It says celery salt, a little.
Just a little.
It says onion, salt, and that's about it.
And here's yours.
Yes. Oh no. I mean, I've watched her make it, and it's all by feel. I think a lot of times it's by feel, by touch. So if you have your grandma or whoever you want to emulate, if they're still with us, go with them and try to.
This recipe, is this the same? I saw your, the most heartwarming post I've ever seen of you trying the new Polish restaurant.
Oh, Polska.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So I saw your video. Is this the same grandma?
Yep. She's still with us. She's 95. You know, she was an amazing cook. She was the first one to get me in the kitchen and get me interested. So I credit her a lot. But it was like being at my grandma's house because she even had the Corel pattern that my grandma has on the plates. And before I even started the food, I was tearing up, you know, but highly recommend it.
You know what, this reminds me so much of my grandmother, and she's just a wonderful cook. She's right around the same age, and she makes these amazing crab cakes. Yeah. And I was thinking, like, everyone loves them. She's from Maryland, so you know the Maryland crab cakes. And I said, I want to know how she makes them. And so I had to go in the kitchen and physically watch her put the ingredients in. And she uses 2 jars of mayonnaise. So like, maybe I didn't need to see that, but there was no recipe for it. But you just have to watch and observe and learn how to make it. Yeah.
I do think there were a lot of surprises. What got me is that, how long has that recipe card been in your family?
Oh gosh, probably since I was born, 40 years maybe.
Sure. So other people have probably made the recipe and no one has added anything. Like
my aunts and uncles have failed us.
my aunt has this recipe card, and yet she has not. I said, Aunt Terry, how are we adding broth? What are we adding to this? Is dry. What are we adding to this? She's like, oh yeah, add some broth. I'm like, well then what?
Then what?
Are we baking it? How long? What are we doing here?
At the end of the day, how did it turn out? It was amazing, right?
It was amazing. And guess what I did not do? Add to the recipe card.
I know. Yeah, you have to make little notations for next year. Okay, this is what I did, and then I'll do that next time.
So you can do it next time.
Love it.
Oh my gosh. I will say one of the things that I found from making my grandma's recipes is some of the disturbing things, like the 2 jars of mayonnaise.
Yes. Very disturbing.
I realized that my grandma's broccoli and cheese casserole contained Cheese Whiz.
Oh.
It was the era of processed, easy ingredients, and they all bought in.
Cheese Whiz and macaroni and cheese is amazing. Matter of fact, I do it. It's so good. It brings out the flavor. It doesn't sound the best, but it's
I
wonderful.
totally agree. It keeps it silky. I don't know what ingredients it has in there, but it doesn't become cakey and
We ask
separated.
no questions. Just do it. No questions
Love
asked.
that.
All right, Chef Deanna, thanks. We're going to be joining you in the kitchen soon. I can't wait for that, for some easy appetizers. But still to come on this hour of Talk Pittsburgh, books and laundromats. Yep, the surprising spots where kids are discovering the joy of reading. We're learning where their next favorite read may turn up.
Plus, discover the joy of shopping local this weekend. Handmade Arcade is back, and we've got your first look at the unique, locally made gifts you won't want to miss. That's next. The holidays are here, and Handmade Arcade is bringing the cheer.
We love this. This weekend, the David L. Lawrence Convention Center transforms into a winter wonderland with 300 local makers. A few of the amazing artists are with us today for a sneak peek, and we are starting with the executive director of Handmade Arcade. We have Kelsey Ford here and Rebecca Joy of Flux Benet. We're so excited for this weekend. It's always a great thing, and coming off of Small Business Saturday, we know how important it is to shop local.
Absolutely. When folks are shopping local, they're supporting real individuals, and it's so important. So we're so excited for people to come out and support regional artists.
And tell us a little bit about what people can expect when they come.
Yeah, so like Heather said, we have 300 artists. We have hands-on activities. We have a sneak peek appearance from Jalapeno Hannah.
Whoa!
And yeah, it's just a really great, cheerful shopping experience.
And Rebecca, tell us about what you are going to be offering up. You brought some great stuff with you today.
Oh yeah, thanks. We are textile artists, so we make upcycled clothing. Everything's zero waste and one of a kind, and they all have big pockets,
Which we love.
Lindsay's modeling.
We
a
never
couple
have
pieces here.
enough pockets as women.
And you brought a model with you. Tell us a little bit about what she's wearing here.
Sure, Lindsay's wearing our park frock underneath, which is an upcycled men's shirt that's adjustable on the sides. This is a little cell phone pocket, 2 big pockets here. And this one's really layerable for summer or winter. And then on top she has a trail jacket that has some vintage velvet pockets with sashiko stitching. And this is hand dyed.
Really beautiful.
So fun. She's like a walking piece of art there.
Isn't she gorgeous?
It's really cool. And before we move on, we do want to say that it's pay as you can, right?
Yep, it's pay what you can on Saturday, general admission. So free tickets are available. Everyone is welcome, and we just want people to come out and support our artists.
It's really great
It's
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we have another one of the vendors here. We have Jocelyn Avila and Rob Hackett with Clark Morilia. You guys brought some wonderful goods here. But Jocelyn, I want to get into the backstory with you a little bit. How did you get started?
So we've been doing it for about 6 years now. Honestly, started kind of as an experiment. We bought some leather, started playing around with it, and really over a weekend we kind of fell in love with it. Started making products for our friends, and pretty soon, honestly, Handmade Arcade came around, and so that was the first big market we applied to, and when we got in, it's really sort of what launched our business.
Yeah, you know what? My experiments never go that well. Never, ever. So Josh, tell us a little bit about what you brought here today and some of the products that you make.
Yeah, totally. So we make a variety of bags, wallets, and small accessories. Everything we make is designed to be kind of simple, utilitarian, carry it with you every day.
Yeah.
And to achieve that, we use full grain leather, solid brass hardware, and we really stand behind those materials that we use. So if you ever have a problem with anything, which we don't think you will, reach out and we will make it right.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about, I have no idea why I said Josh. I know it's
No,
Rob.
you're good. You're fine.
Rob, what are some of your best-selling products here?
I'd say the sidecar is probably our best seller. It's kind of a simple crossbody.
look here?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, try it on.
Okay, yeah, so this goes across your body like
Yep,
this.
so you can wear it in the front or swing it around to the back.
Oh, I love that.
Totally hands-free. You know, you're not worried about where your bag is, not falling off your shoulder.
Gosh, I could get so much done with this. Oh, you guys.
Comes in 3 different sizes.
Yeah, so we have the mini, the standard, and then this is the oversized, which has the additional
So
pocket.
cute. And what are these?
So those are our keychains. We like, a big kind of chunky keychain that you won't lose. Can easily find it in your bag or clip it to your belt.
And these wallets are so cool. I saw money in here, but this is not real.
$1
$1 million.
But these are really cool. This could fit. So this would you could just slide this into your back pocket. It's really
Or
good
front
for a
pocket,
man.
yeah. Most of ours wallets are designed to really fit in the front or the back pocket.
All right.
Or a purse.
Oh, these are really amazing. Thank you guys so much for bringing these in. Heather, she is with another maker of whom I'm very familiar with.
This is one of my favorite days ever because we get to do a little shopping of our own and help you out with some unique gifts. I am here with Valencia Talbert of TV Fragrances. It smells delicious over here. So tell us about what you do, what you make.
Yeah, so I bring functional art and design into fine fragrance. So we have our incense holders and our vessels are all crafted in our Sharpsburg studio, and they all feature different types of natural raw stones in them to kind of resemble a geode and kind of seeing the beauty in raw natural material.
It's gorgeous.
And then our incense is a modern take on traditional incense. It's fine fragrance, so it's going to be more on the lines of what you get in upscale perfumes, with more intricate note details.
This one is so is this the spice?
That's our Flora Santal.
My gosh.
So, yes.
They smell gorgeous. And isn't Sharpsburg like the coolest place to be now?
Yes, it is. It's a lot of makers,
Really
a lot
wonderful.
of up and coming businesses there.
But these are also really neat. So tell us about your
Yes,
candles.
so our candles, this is our best seller. These have the same type of vessel where we cast them and we embed them with different types of natural materials, and then we make the candles in-house. Again, they are more fine fragrance, so they're gonna be a little bit complex. These are our 2 best sellers. We have our Santal and our Aura, and then these ones are a little bit more colorful and fun with raw smoky quartz. And then we have our little small vessels down here to kind of our intro product that can fit air plants perfectly, or if you're not into air plants, even though they're super easy and hard to kill, you have
which is good to know.
tea lights.
I love this one, and what I really enjoy about this is you're going to purchase this candle. Once it burns, you have this beautiful vessel to use after.
That's the purpose, is that it's supposed to be functional art that afterwards, instead of throwing away your typical glass vessels, you're going to be reusing it as a little catch-all dish. You can put other candles in there. I have one by my front door that I put my keys in, so it's just meant to be multi-purpose and be less wasteful.
What is it like for you being at the Handmade Arcade and just being around all these other makers, feeling so supportive to have an event like this?
It's definitely inspiring. It's when I had more of a traditional background, I went to college and I have always been crafty, and I went into finance, but I never actually thought that you could make a living
and
doing this. And kind of circumstances, when the pandemic came, I was laid off, so I started just doing, leading into my craft and DIY background, and here I am.
You're an
and don't regret
inspiration.
it. Yeah.
Inspiration. Really cool stuff. Wonderful. Handmade Arcade's Holiday Market is December 5th and 6th at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. Support local small makers. This is so wonderful. We're going to have a link to the full schedule and the virtual market on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. And we'll be right back with your forecast by the hours. That's next. In doubt whether December had arrived, you found out yesterday.
We sure did. It was our first real dose of snow, and after a tricky morning commute, it turned into a winter wonderland. And of course, we also had to figure out childcare when classes were closed. And Mary, I'm pretty sure that I saw your kids were playing in the snow.
And literally 9 a.m. Well, I was outside at 9 a.m. They were outside before that. They were so excited. Wally wakes up every morning, normally says, "It's a sunny day, help me get ready." He looked outside, he goes, "It's a snowy day, let's go." And I was like, wait a second. Like, I literally just fell asleep at like 1:30 in the morning. So I was like, okay, let's go. So we did it, and it was fun for like an hour, and then I was like, okay, we're done.
It's the wet clothes I'm never prepared for. It's the pile of wet outside snowy clothes that I'm never. But okay, so let's get into some of our questions.
Yeah.
And our first one comes from, and we had 2 people actually who write in, Brian and Skip, about hunting this Thursday.
Yeah, so the one goes to Somerset, so you're actually going to have some snow showers there, which I think it's nice for hunting because you can see the deer tracks, or I mean, there's still snow on the ground, but it's going to be cold. Temperatures into the mid-20s with a few of those snow showers, and they wrap up at about 10 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, and AH says going to the Heinz History Center Friday during the day, so at least they'll be inside.
Yeah, you want to be inside. It's going to be so cold. It's going to be in the teens, and then we'll get to the 20s by 10 o'clock when they open. So yeah, be inside, 28, but we have partly cloudy skies. We'll actually have some sunshine on Friday, and then mid-30s. We're still below average. I mean, this trend, we're not seeing it let up for a little bit.
So we're actually Friday night going to Kennywood for their lights.
And that's why you were making that
Friday morning's the cold morning.
Oh,
Friday night's better. So this is Thursday night through Friday morning.
Oh, good. Oh, so it's just going to be like in the 20s then.
Yes,
Friday night.
I'll tell you.
Okay, good. Let's get to Friday night because we did have a question about this. There was a light up night that's happening. This one is in California, PA. Jim wrote in about this. So yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, you'll be right around the freezing mark. You'll have cloudy skies. With, clouds act like a blanket, keeping things a little bit warmer, right? So, I mean, warmer, 32, that's about the high for the day, and then 29 degrees. This is in California, but it'll pretty much be the same rate around the region, so you're going to Kennywood. It's not going to be too bad.
32 is
just bundle up.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Little
great.
Beaver Historical Society, Santa is going to be there from 1 to 4. This is Saturday in Darlington.
Oh, yes, this is going to be nice. And whether you're traveling there or going really just inside to maybe hang out with Santa, temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 30s. So we still have those cloudy skies hanging around. But again, not looking too bad. We're just kind of in this trend where we're stuck with below normal temperatures. And we just have to kind of, suck it up a little bit.
Santa looks excited.
That's probably not going to be the Santa that's there.
Okay.
But
and then while we're talking about Beaver County, the Holly Jolly Christmas concert is Saturday night.
Yes, this is their 9th annual one. I sang in it last year.
Yeah.
And for everyone who's familiar with B.E. Taylor, this is his family, his niece, and they put on the show, and his brother. But it's really wonderful. David he does a wonderful job with this, and it's all for the Hopewell music program. It's all for the library, so it really is. It's so much fun. Vivi went last year, and the girls who sing, it's Bailey Taylor and her sisters. I mean, they do such a good job. So travel there looks good. I think we had some issues last year with some snow and some ice, and we really had so. We look good this year.
Yes.
I mean, we have those temperatures into the mid-30s for the Holly Jolly Christmas concert, and that's the setup. He sent me a picture last night saying that we're ready. We have some cool things this year. So it is at Hopewell High School, and it starts about 6 o'clock. But yeah, mid-30s.
Are you singing again this year?
Yeah, I'm singing. I'm singing again. 2 songs
this time of year because we also heard that you're going to be at Swickley Light Up Night as well.
This week's a tough one, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be great.
We need your autograph. That's all.
Our famous Mary hours. Thank you so much. And thank you for submitting your questions. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, it's a lot of work to be the memory maker of the family and a lot of added stress this time of year, especially. A new movie out today is making us feel seen and heard. See if you can relate. That's next.
Tis the season to do all the things, all of them. You. It's on you.
Yeah, it's funny how becoming an adult makes you realize that magic and memories take work. And for so many families, not all, but a lot, that work falls on mom. And since we have another mom in the house, and I know that you're a memory maker, we wanted Mary to stick around for this conversation. There is a movie that is out today, streaming, that kind of encapsulates all of those feelings that we feel this time of year. So take a look at this clip.
Dinner's ready.
Mom?
Hey, Mom. Mom?
Babe, don't dump me. I need a cinnamon roll.
Why does St. Nick get all the credit?
Moms do all the work.
Mom?
Mom?
My girlfriend is a vegan. We're eating sirloin.
The annual Holiday Mom Contest is upon us.
The kids haven't mentioned the Zazzy contest, have they? Your kids have to submit you.
Did you tell them to submit you?
I definitely
Yeah, there it is. Did you tell them? Did you feel that in your heart and soul?
I can't wait. I want to watch this. I
Yes,
can't wait.
It's out today on Prime Video if you have a subscription. Michelle Pfeiffer stars as Claire, the burnt-out mom who decides to leave and run away to enter this Holiday Mom Contest, the annual one. They write in the description, Claire rediscovers what the holidays mean when you're finally free to put yourself first.
Why do we care so much?
Well, because I think
my husband will not do it. He will not do the magic. He's like, they don't need that. They don't need it. Yes, they do.
You know, I think back to, honestly, just Thanksgiving, and I did not take a single picture. Neither did my husband. And I'm not mad at him for not taking the picture, but I realized that in order to make sure that we have captured that moment, that I need to be the one to say, can we take a picture?
Absolutely.
Everybody gather around. Come on, everyone. The Christmas cards, all of the things wind up falling to us so that we can create these memories. And we want that for our children. We want them to have that nostalgia, but it comes with a lot of work and a lot of stress.
Absolutely. You know what? I think that none of us here are complaining because it's wonderful, and I'm so glad that we have these opportunities to make these wonderful memories with family. But I do think that this movie looks really good. It feels like that warm hug that we need, where it's like we're not alone in all of this, and it's a reminder that the holiday doesn't have to be perfect. Like, you don't have to do all things well for everyone to have a good time. You can take a breath.
And also just to appreciate the person, because there is someone that's pulling all the strings.
Right.
Who is that person in your family? Is it your aunt? Is it your grandma? Is it your mom?
I don't cook though, which is great. So I don't do all the cooking.
But there's usually someone, there's usually a matriarch of the family who is pulling all of the strings, and she may be able to delegate, and she may be doing it all herself, but someone is doing it. And I think it's just appreciating that person so that they feel like, oh, it isn't just St. Nick that's doing all the work.
It's planning everything too. It's like, well, we have to go ice skating this day. We have to go see Christmas lights this day. We have to do this, this. And you're just putting it on the calendar. And my husband's like, wait, what are we doing? Well, we have to do all this. No, we don't. Well, there's more we could do, but we just can't get to it. So we still have to do some things. I mean, the kids go to school, they come home. Or they go to their activities. Like, they need something for the holiday to remember. Like, we gotta do something. Yeah, it's exhausting.
Do any one of you get anxiety about wrapping presents?
I enjoy it.
Do you enjoy it?
I do.
Like, every year I think about it and I'm just
I will.
I'm ready to wrap right now. Like, I'm ready to just go home and wrap. I just want to be home right now and wrap. That's it.
What I have started doing is I will lock my bedroom door and I will put on a show and I will just sit there and spend hours wrapping. What I would really love to do, have you seen? Yes, have you seen the trend?
And I thought of it, but I'm like, how am I going to get all this in my car and then I got to get it to the hotel? I don't want to do that.
I know, but think about room service.
Fun. Yeah, and then maybe if they have a spa, you can do that. You
do you know what I would do?
This sounds so nice.
Having kids does make you love chicken fingers even more, and I would order some room service.
Show's over. We're going now. Let's go. I'm done.
Let's do it.
I'm done.
Get in the suite. We're going to wrap presents.
I'm so glad you said the amount of chicken fingers that I've eaten in the past year.
I love it.
Wow, that's a lot. Thanks, Mayor, for being here. All right, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. Want to feel your best this holiday season? Dr. Natalie Gentili is here, and she's sharing why skipping alcohol could be the gift that keeps on giving into your later years. Plus, her doctor-approved mocktail recipe.
And if your appetizer game is questionable, don't go anywhere. Find out how 3 tiny ingredients can make you look like a snack genius. That's next.
Listen, if your last-minute party appetizers usually involve panic and prayer, today is your redemption arc. We're talking 3 ingredients, instant hero status. Heather's got the secret playbook in the kitchen.
Well, and luckily, I have this gal right here. She has the secret playbook. These bites are ridiculously easy, but still totally brag-worthy. And leading the charge is culinary wizard, Chef Janet Lockred. We got your help with Grandma's recipe, and now you're going to help us out with the party.
Yes, I know. And it's legitimately 3 ingredients. But I'll give you some little jazz-up tips if you want to as well.
I said Canada the other day on PTL, so don't worry about it. It's fine. I got you.
All right, cool. All right, so you want to get started?
Let's do it. So we're going to start with what? The asparagus.
Prosciutto wrapped asparagus. Okay. And this actually helped me bag my husband. I made it for him on his second date 20 years ago.
You just got to feed them, honestly.
Through their stomach, to their home, or to their heart. So we have prosciutto here, and what's nice is you just need a half of a slice.
Okay.
I have just Dijon mustard. If you don't have a pastry bus, just use like the back of a spoon or something like that.
Okay.
I have asparagus. Now these are really, really skinny, right? Sometimes if they're like that thick, I will parboil them in just boiling water with salt for about a minute. These ones only took about 15-20 seconds.
So you still parboil them?
Parboil
just
them.
a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, you want to cook them a little bit, and then I put them in an ice bath after that.
Okay.
Just ice and water. Drain it and cool them off, and then all I have to do is just roll it up.
Can I tell you that prosciutto intimidates me a little bit?
How's come?
Well, I don't know. Like, do you have to get fancy prosciutto for it to be good? No?
They sell it at Aldi. Don't tell him I told you that.
Okay, all right.
It's not
you
the
can
greatest.
get your prosciutto anywhere. Okay.
It's not the best in the world, but it does, especially if you're on a budget. So, okay, yeah.
Very
Isn't that
good.
delicious? Easy peasy.
My husband loves asparagus too. He would love this.
Nice. My husband doesn't, unfortunately. All right, have you ever had dates before?
I have.
I love dates. Okay, so you have to pit them. What's up?
That's very good.
Oh, good, good.
The salt hits. It's just good.
It all works. So you have to take the pit out before you do that. And these are fun because my kids helped me do these because I was like, hey, let's be Pac-Man and go. Do you want to do one? I know you want to make the sound.
I want to do it.
Yep.
I
All
love
right.
it.
And that's all that is. And then I have hot honey. You can use regular honey. Sometimes I'll put crushed pistachios on top of this, or maybe some lemon juice, lemon zest.
So you don't have to stick to 3 ingredients, but the whole key here is like, let's simplify it. And then if you have some extras that you want to zhuzh it up, do it.
Try a little bite of that.
Oh my gosh, would I ever?
It's like sweet and salty. I love that.
Is this like a whole pop it in your mouth kind of thing?
If you want to, do your thing. I'll talk while you chew.
Is this like, you can't nibble this one?
Do it. Do it. You can do it. All right. So, doesn't that work? I know. Okay. So we have a cucumber. Now you don't have to do this, but just to be pretty, what I'll do is just use a peeler here. Just go around, and then we're going to cut those in 1-inch rounds. Okay. So it actually goes a long way. Of course. Here. Help yourselves.
So good.
All right, and then I'm just going to cut one for you. And I usually put a little bit of salt on there because they can be a little bit, bland. And then this is smoked salmon. And what's nice about this is a little tiny piece of smoked salmon is all you need. I have 4 ounces here and probably could feed the whole party.
It feels fancy.
Right? Right. Okay. Then we have boars and cheese. Now, I sometimes make this by myself. I'll tell you what it is in a minute, but this is just herbed cheese with like goat cheese, Parmesan, that sort of thing. So I just have 2 teaspoons here, and I'm just being fancy by making a little quenelle, which is basically a little ball, okay? And then you
quenelle?
I know. Yeah, quenelle. And then you just put it on top and you're good to go. Now with this one, I could maybe add some dill or some everything bagel seasoning or something like that. Now I'm not a smoked salmon fan.
Neither am I.
I know you're not either, but just trust us, they're good.
They look beautiful.
I know, and it's easy peasy.
Now you said you can make your own boars, and how do you do that?
Okay, so you have softened cream cheese, use goat cheese and Parmesan, mix that all together, and then add whatever fresh or dried, like you can use parsley, thyme, you could use basil, dill if you want to. Yeah, it's just an herbed cheese.
Well, while I have you here, I really want to talk about something else because you have the most adorable packaging here. So you make fantastic granola.
Thanks.
Tell us about what you're offering this holiday season.
We have gingerbread granola and apple pie granola. They're actually right now on my website, redwagonmeals.net, if you want to order them for delivery, or also on Mount Washington at Armful of Flowers.
We love them.
I love them. I know, Kelly is so amazing.
She's so amazing. And that actually is such a great little gift store to go in there. You think, oh, it's just going to be dried flowers, but it's not. They've curated such a wonderful collection of local stuff.
So many local makers, and I love when you shop small, you have so much to choose from. But these are perfect because, buy them for someone you work with and you don't know what they want, or your employees that work for you, or family member, friends. So yeah, it's fun. I love it.
Thank you for making the holidays a little bit simpler. And yeah, go pick up some of this granola. You will not be disappointed. Even if you want this for yourself for Christmas morning, it's delicious. We're going to have a link for these recipes, as well as a link to book Chef Janet for your next event on our website. Go to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Coming up next on the show, free books, fun spaces, and tips for parents. Sounds like a utopia for families, and it's all happening right here in Western PA. Mikey's learning more. Hey, Mikey.
Oh, hey, Heather. I'm here with Melissa from Pittsburgh, and she's sharing the details on something called literacy corners. These little word pockets are turning waiting time into learning time. That's next. Imagine your child having a meltdown while waiting for chicken nuggets in the McDonald's line. But just then, he spots a book to read and to keep.
Thanks to a growing initiative called Too Small to Fail, literacy corners are popping up in everyday places, giving kids free books to take home. Melissa Rayworth from Pittsburgh is here to show us how these cozy corners are making a big impact. This feels like a no-brainer, and why didn't this get done sooner?
It is so brilliant. So Too Small to Fail is a project of the Clinton Foundation, and they have partnered with the folks at Neighborhood North Museum of Play up in Beaver County. And yeah, it's something we kind of all think should have happened a long time ago, but what they're doing is basically creating these spaces with picture a cute little kid-sized couch and a little tiny bookcase, but there are books from Scholastic that kids can take with them. So if you are at the laundromat or you're in the waiting room at the doctor's office, your kids can sit down and start reading a book and then take it with them if they like it.
And the books are all free.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
And you said these were even happening in McDonald's as well.
Yes, they Neighborhood North partnered. They looked around within the Beaver County community and they said, okay, so where are parents spending time with their kids? They may be at the laundromat or they may be waiting at the pediatrician, but they're also going to McDonald's. So at one point earlier this year, they were actually giving out books with every Happy Meal, but they've also kept at the McDonald's signage just to help parents understand that talking, singing, and reading with kids is really what helps them build their literacy.
It's vital. I mean, we learned this from the library, but you want to see it in as many places as you can.
It's a great room. They put some signs right around the changing tables in the restrooms at the McDonald's because they figure that's where a parent is standing for a few minutes with their baby. And I think, like you were saying in your segment earlier, parents are busy, and their moms especially at the holidays or all year long. You're juggling a lot, and to have that little bit of a reminder that's on a colorful, attractive sign on the wall, just reminding you that just chatting, even with your babies who don't completely understand you, just that conversation helps them build literacy.
It really does. Tell us a little bit more about Too Small to Fail and the role that they're playing with all of this.
So they, as I said, they're a project of the Clinton Foundation, and they're able to partner in communities all over the country, but here in Pittsburgh, they find people in a community who are going to be a voice to share this information about literacy with others. So their work with the Neighborhood North folks has really been brilliant.
And Too Small to Fail, is this something that is just these literacy corners, or is it a bigger project?
No, they do all sorts of projects, and they do have all kinds of resources for parents online.
I think this is great. Mikey, you were just talking about how the daycare has
they have a book fair, and it's been going on now since Monday. And every day, like I bought him a book on Monday, but now he wants one every single day, and I love it. So I guess I'm going to buy a book. I'll have 5 books by Friday.
You will, but
sure.
But it is wonderful to know that that your son is excited about books and he looks forward to.
And I think it's a good reminder to us that I think it's so easy for our kids to grab a tablet and distract themselves, or for us to help them distract themselves if we're doing something like at the laundromat. But if they have something that they can read and do that's going to be more educational, fantastic.
It is, and if the screens have been put aside, there's going to also be more conversation between parents and kids. I mean, I think we all, if we're looking at our screens and we're not chatting with our kids, that's language they're not hearing.
That's right.
Yeah. And I love this idea because not everyone has access to the library. Not everyone can go to Barnes & Nobles and buy a book or order something off of Amazon. So this makes reading accessible to a lot of families.
I love the fact that there's a new laundromat that's opening up. I think it's in Beaver Falls called Keeping It Clean. And they decided, they were like, well, we know families come here to do this. So they've built this lovely little corner that, like I said, has a little couch, a little bookcase. And it's a really welcoming thing for the families. But yeah, if a kid enjoys a book they're reading while the parents are doing laundry, they can take it with them.
It's a win all around. Yep. Thank you so much, Melissa. Always good to see you.
You too.
Melissa. Okay, so we're going to link you up to Pittsburgh article about literacy corners on our website.
And still to come on the show, think the holidays have to be all about cocktails? Not anymore. The simple ways and swaps that you can keep your brain healthy and your glass full. That's next. The holidays are full of celebrations and often plenty of drinks. But what if you want to skip the alcohol without missing out on the fun?
Yeah. For today's Wellness Wednesday, Dr. Natalie Gentili is sharing easy tips for going alcohol-free and why this decision could save more than just your next day productivity, plus a delicious mocktail recipe that I'm looking forward to trying there. But I think a lot of people are in this space where they're trying to drink less and go alcohol-free. What are some of the benefits of doing that?
I'm one of those people, so I'm right there with you if you're in that boat. So we know that reducing alcohol intake can improve not even just the way you're functioning short term, like better sleep, better cognition, but also can help with long-term health. If you are drinking regularly, it can increase your risk of things like certain types of cancer. Think breast, colon cancer, different GI cancers, unfortunately. It also can increase your risk of dementia and a lot of other things.
That's interesting. Because I don't know that we often correlate dementia and alcohol, but it's interesting to know. What is drinking regularly?
That's my question.
Like, is it a drink a day? Because some people will come home and have a glass of wine with dinner. Is it multiple drinks a week? What is regularly?
So the guidelines right now are different for men and women. So for women, it's about 7 drinks or so a week, like 1 a day. And for men, it's 2. So about 14 in a week. But even when I talk to patients about that, a lot of times they're underestimating how much they're drinking.
Interesting.
And truly, like, what they think is a drink is usually more than what is actually, you know, in those guidelines.
It's kind of like a serving size of potato chips. Like,
Or
you
oil,
think it's right
as an Italian when you're cooking. You know?
It's really more like 2 or 3 servings. Got it.
We're staring at these mocktails. We have to try them. Tell us a little bit about what you prepared here.
Okay, so we did a little blueberry lavender crush. So it's a lavender and honey mixture, which I love lavender. It can be so calming.
Yeah.
Some lemon juice, some ginger beer, and an orange slice. And little blueberries crushed up.
I do
Love
think that there is this association with socializing and drinking. I mean, it's been from the dawn of time. We know that these two things go hand in hand, but so it's only natural that we want to have something in our hands when we are socializing. But it can be alcohol-free.
It certainly can. I tested that out over Thanksgiving, right? Whether it was a pretty mocktail that you kind of put a little effort into to make, or you go to a local place that has it, like Open Road, for example, here in Pittsburgh. They're incredible. I got so many good drinks from them this past week. And it was fun because I said, oh, these kind of taste like the drinks that I like that had alcohol, but I don't feel like garbage afterward.
That's right.
I wouldn't, if I had this in my hand and I was drinking this, I wouldn't feel left out. It's delicious, but it's like you're doing something and you're drinking something.
There's a social aspect to it.
Absolutely.
And there's a ritual. People like to have a drink in hand at a party or after work, for example, and you can continue that ritual without the effects.
I really would love to go back to the correlation between alcohol and brain health. Are we thinking more like the fog that we have after? And you mentioned long-term health effects. So what is this?
Short term, we're talking about glutamate and GABA. These are neurotransmitters in the brain that are affected in the short term by alcohol. That's why you might have that calming effect, but you also might have sedated effect, right? Or brain fog the next day. But if you think long term, it's toxic to neurons in the brain, you know, long term effects.
Oh, this makes me think about the effects, and I mean, so many people are talking about this, of alcohol and Alzheimer's.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, that dementia risk is becoming more and more clear, and, you know, about half, maybe a little bit less, of dementia cases long-term can be traced back to lifestyle habits. And one of those major ones is alcohol use.
So you know what I think is so interesting? I know as we get older, this just happens, but I've seen more and more that anxiety, it is the anxiety that comes with the hangover. It's not just feeling like, oh, I have a headache, or I don't feel so good, or I need something greasy or salty to eat. It's this like bubbling up of weird feelings.
Sure, just this wave of anxiety afterward. And I hear that honestly more and more from women in our age group as we start to enter late 30s and then into the perimenopausal years.
Yes.
The tagline is, I just can't hang anymore. I can't really tolerate alcohol anymore. I don't sleep well. I hear it a lot, and it raises their anxiety.
And why is that? What is the
I mean, we've
anxiety?
got hormonal shifts, you know, during that time period where you're just metabolizing differently and tolerating it differently.
Yeah, I have so many friends who are in that camp where they used to drink, and I won't say heavily, but quite a bit, and now they've cut back. So what are some other ways outside of maybe mocktails that we can use, some other strategies to reduce our alcohol intake?
Yeah, so just drink less amount when you have it, right? So have what you normally would have, but cut it in half. Maybe less days per week. These days are ones that I know I'm gonna have some alcohol, the other days I won't, right? Just decreasing the frequency.
Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever sat down and in one sitting had 6 cans of Coca-Cola?
No,
like you never,
you would never
but
do
people
that.
would sit down and have 6 beers. It is like the strangest thing to me ever.
Well, it's
And yet-
important also to assess
Right.
like why, you know?
Why?
Yeah, I think ask yourself why.
Yeah, good stuff.
Needs to be a compelling reason.
This is good. Cheers. 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 Thank you so much for joining us.
So
and if
good.
you are interested in learning more about direct care physicians of Pittsburgh or Rebel Wellness, you can head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
We'll be right back with a look at tomorrow's show.
What are your plans this weekend? Want to hang out with us? A reminder that the PTL Toy Drive is this Saturday at the Walmart in Cranberry.
We'll be there from 9 to noon, accepting new unwrapped toys for Batch of Toys and the Charlie Batch Foundation.
And this year's toy drive is sponsored by Isley's. We love having them on board with us. So come see all of us and Charlie too this Saturday in Cranberry. Well, coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, they turned a love for the outdoors into a 15-year adventure. 63 national parks, countless memories, and one incredible book. Meet the local couple who made it happen and learn how you can adopt some of their wanderlust tomorrow.
And waiting for results after a mammogram can be nerve-wracking, but new technology is giving women more clarity and confidence. Find out how a simple addition to your screening can help detect cancer sooner and reduce anxiety.